I think the question is actually like, what is worth and why do I even care about self-worth? Because like, it's not something we're taught in school. It's not something we're taught like, well, this is what happens if you don't have it. And so it took me a really long time of hearing about it and then doing a lot of research to really understand it. So, what is self worth? Why does it matter? And not just what Instagram says, not just what the memes are saying, not just the you are enough, and also not even what the personal development world says. Just what is it and why does it matter? I have spent years and years hearing people say, you are enough. And I got it to a certain extent, but I was like, what does that actually mean? Like, enough compared to who? Enough for what? How do I know if I actually believe it and I'm actually practicing it and I'm actually feeling it? Because being enough is like directly related to worthiness. And I don't think that women wake up or humans wake up and say, today I understand that I am unworthy, or today I am unworthy, and so that is how I'm going to show up for my life and for the world and for other people. I think it's more like you wake up and you're exhausted, but the first thing you do is already start thinking about everybody else. For me, this looks like checking my email before I've even taken a breath that's just for me. Because that says, this person, this email, this text message, this whatever it is on my phone is actually more important than me noticing how I am feeling this morning before I do anything else. So where does that show up for you? This can also look like replaying conversations and thinking you might have said something to upset somebody, or wondering why you didn't get invited to XYZ, or just thinking you don't belong in a room, at an event, in your friend group, right? And this is really hard, not only for you, but for the people that you're around. Because we all know what it's like for somebody to say, oh, like, I'm really sad you didn't invite me, or I would have really liked to be invited to that. And typically, we're not excluding anybody on purpose, right? We just had a last minute idea, and or we met up with somebody, same place, same time, and we took a selfie, and people feel left out, right? But if you have good self-worth and you believe that you're enough, you won't even have that thought. You'll think, oh my gosh, looks like they're having fun. I hope I can go next time, right? It's also worthiness issues show up when we say yes, but we really just wanted to say no. And this could be with helping somebody. This could be with, this could be in romantic relationships, right? Saying yes when we wanted to say no. This could be in friendships. This could be, everything. Think of the last time you said yes because you felt like you should. Like that was the right thing to do. Like that was being helpful or being kind. But what you really needed was a break or some time to yourself. And it can also look like I'm helping this person and doing this cause and blah, and like doing all the things. Everybody else's needs comes first. I am so kind. I am so generous. I am so loving because I put everybody else's needs first. That's great. That's beautiful. But what about you? And I'm sorry if this sounds selfish. I don't really care. Because I think we need to be a little bit more selfish. We can still love other people while we love ourselves, but we are forgetting ourselves. And I'm getting to the point where this matters, that this makes sense. So just give me a minute. The other thing we do, and this is again coming from my own lived experience, is we work harder because then we think maybe we'll finally get caught up and then we can do something fun or we can rest, right? Or if I just make this thing a success, then I've proved myself. This is me, right? When I just get caught up, then I'll do this fun thing. And you know what? Yesterday I said, screw it. Yesterday, I threw everything I needed to do out the window and I just had fun with my family yesterday and it felt so good. And this is what has shifted for me. Because you know what? We're never going to get caught up. There's always something else to do. There's always something more to organize or another corner to clean or another mountain to climb or another level of success to try to reach. We have to include ourselves in those decisions. So I didn't really think I had a worthiness problem. I thought I was just an overthinker. Like, tell me if you see yourself in this. I'm an overthinker. I'm ambitious. I just love people and care so much. I'm a good person, right? But so many of my decisions came from one invisible belief. And if you take nothing else from this video, take this. Many of my decisions came from this invisible belief. And I say it's invisible because this isn't something we would actually say out loud. It's something we do through our actions. And the belief is, maybe I matter just a little bit less. Less than the client, the family member, less than everybody else's comfort or everybody else's opinion. Less than my partner, less than my child. And the difficult part about this is from the outside it looks good. I'm productive, I'm helpful, I'm reliable, I'm the person people can count on. And it doesn't feel like it has anything to do with self-worth. But it does, because inside, my gosh, we're exhausted. I was exhausted. And one of my biggest aha moments, my biggest turning points was recently in therapy. When my therapist asked me to find 2 hours every week that belonged only to me. Non-productive time. No work, no cleaning, no errands, no catching up, no good ideas. Just mine. And you know what? I couldn't do it. I could not do it. And not because I didn't have 2 hours. I certainly did. But I couldn't justify them. Because there was always someone else or something else to do. And this was such a wake-up call for me. And it wasn't because I wasn't taking care of myself. I was still pretty good at finding some moments in the day to take a breath. But somewhere along the way, I learned that everybody else's time mattered more than mine. So that's when I had to start asking a different question. Like, what if self-worth, what if self-love isn't believing you are amazing? Okay, because like a lot of us think that's what it has to mean. Like, I'm amazing, I'm the best, I love myself, I accept myself completely. What if worth is simply just believing that you matter? And hear this. You don't matter more than anybody else, but you don't matter any less. And this is what changed my life. Because if I matter, I get to have an opinion. I get to rest before I'm completely burnt out. I get to choose where we're going for dinner without any of this, like, oh, well, but what if I know he doesn't really like going there that much? I did this yesterday. He was like, where do you want to go for lunch? And usually I'd be like, wherever is fine. Where do you want to go for lunch? And we would go back and forth forever. And yesterday I was like, I want to go to Mount Fuji. And he was like, ugh, really? And I was like, yes, I want to go to Mount Fuji. Okay. If I matter, I also don't have to explain my decisions. And I don't have to do something to be kind and compassionate to myself. And if I know I matter, I don't have to keep proving that I'm enough by overworking and overdoing and overgiving. And do I have this all figured out? No. But I know how much shifted in that 8-week program for myself and for the other women that were in it. And what I realized is that we're never going to be perfect. We're never going to be like, I love myself completely and fully for the rest of my life, and I'm never going to have to work on this ever again. This is a journey. This is learning how to walk with yourself. This is learning how to be in relationship with yourself. So yes, I still fall into old patterns, but I catch them. Yesterday, honestly, being like, this is where I want to go for lunch, that was like a really big deal for me. Because I'm practicing living like I matter. And that's what we do inside Enough Actually. I didn't want another program about self-love. I really wanted a place where women could stop talking about worthiness as an idea and actually start living it and practicing it. Because information changes your mind, but experiencing something, really knowing it in your body, that's what changes your life. And so I am starting Enough Actually online again on Monday because I am so incredibly passionate about what I have found out that I was like, yes, let's run it again. And I am looking for 4 more women to join us. 4. And actually, I'm going to say humans. You don't have to be a woman to join this program. Men feel like they're not enough as well. It shows up a little differently, but all of this is relevant. So it starts online on Monday at 7 o'clock. I'll drop the link after. But I'd really love to have you join us because the more of us that know this work, we can talk to our friends and we can talk to our sisters and we can talk to our daughters and we can talk to our mothers and we can all start living like we matter. And when we do that, everything changes. If one more woman starts doing that, everything changes. I can't imagine if 20 or 50 or 100 women in Edmonton started living like they matter, how much it would change our city. And the ripple from it is just, it's honestly infinite. You can't even quantify it. Because the amount of people we touch in our lives, it's infinite and it's always growing. So if anything I said felt familiar, I would really love for you to join us. And so just let me know. It also includes virtual yoga for the summer because I think it's important to be in our bodies and move our bodies as well. And it also includes our video library that has over 200 videos in it now. So, yeah. So that's what I came to say today. Thank you, Christine. Thank you for Tasha for being here. I'm just going to read through the comments. That resonates with me. When I'm depleted, I focus more on people pleasing and others. I think that, oh yeah, let myself down instead of letting somebody else down. That's a big one. Letting yourself down instead of somebody else. That is like wisdom right there. How many of us we're happy to let ourselves down, but not other people, right? And yes, it's not selfish to take care of us, but it's framed that way. It's framed that way out in the world, right? You should want to do more for other people, you know? No, you got to do for yourself as well. You can't do for other people if you can't do for yourself. Okay. Yes, overthinking. And overthinking is a worthiness issue because you're not confident in your choices and who you are and who you're showing up in the world. You're thinking it's not enough. You're thinking it's not right. You're thinking you said the wrong thing. You're thinking, I should be doing this instead of that. Right. And thank you, Christine. Yeah, enough actually was so good. I honestly think it's the most important work that I've created so far. And I just want to get it into the hands of more women. And that's why, part of why I did this live today is because I just don't think we understand why self-worth matters. And so that's what I wanted to tell you today. And hopefully I did a good job of doing that. All right. I'm going to say goodbye for now. I have a friend coming over for lunch. And then I have a really big day. We have some exciting announcements coming. So anyway, love you all so much. I hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you real soon.